Disclaimer, we are not priests. The views expressed in this podcast are personal reflections and do not replace the guidance of your parish priest or spiritual father. Always consult your spiritual authority before applying anything discussed here to your own life. Thank you, and God bless.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, we ask that you bless this time and conversation, that we may glorify you in this time, and bless those who may be watching or listening, and bless those that are all present. To the prayers of Theotokos and all your saints, have mercy on us and save us, O Lord. Amen.
So episode... Officially episode 2.
Official episode 2.
Orthodoxy in our daily lives.
And experience orthodoxy on a day-to-day, especially in today's world, is probably like a pretty drastic step. Especially, in my experience of where coming into the church, it's definitely a big change.
Yeah, and especially once whether you have whatever your schedule is, whether you have school every day, work every day, sleep every day.
Yeah, sleep.
It can definitely be a lot to try to manage, to try to fulfill all these more worldly necessities.
Mm-hmm.
Get to your job, get to school, care for your family, eat, sleep, and then also try to maintain your relationship with Christ through his church. It can definitely be hard sometimes, and you have to learn how to prioritize what comes first and what comes second.
Right,
and sometimes it's not always clear.
Exactly, yeah.
Should I say this other prayer, or should I, say goodnight to my grandma because she's going to sleep?
Yeah.
I got to do one or the other. So it can be, kind of confusing sometimes, or not super clear at least.
Right.
And going to try and talk about that a little bit today.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
that's the goal.
Hopefully bring some of our own experience to light.
Yeah, definitely. I'm thinking about, right now, it just popped into my head, like balancing, especially I think during Holy Week when there was, service.
The service
almost
every day. Yeah, and then some days multiple services.
Right. So for me, it was, I think it kind of played into a little bit of like a fear factor of like,
if I miss this service.
There's that. And then also with work, it's like trying to ask off of work and be like, why?
Wrong one.
And then they ask you why, and it's like, for church. And they're like,
bro, I'm going to church, straight up. Yeah. No, definitely. There's like multifaceted, because it's Holy Week. I mean, that's it. You know what I mean? Like, that's like pretty much the week of the year leading up to the crucifixion, the resurrection, where it's like, you ought to try your best to make it to every single service. At the same time, it's not really realistic for everybody to be able to make every single service.
Right.
And in fact, I'll share this. I never went to the midnight service until 2 Easters ago. That was my very first time.
Oh, really?
I've been, I grew up in the church. I was 23 at the first time I went. And that midnight service, I mean, in my personal opinion, I don't know exactly how the church thinks about this. I imagine we're in harmony on this thought, but to me, like, that's the service of the year.
Right. It's definitely an experience for sure.
But at the same time, like, if you have super young kids, if you're not necessarily super old, if you're older, if you're not in good health, if it's not always, you're not always able to make it to that service in particular. And then if you do go to that service, you get home at about 3:30, and then you got Sunday morning. Right. It's not a liturgy, but there is the is it the love service? I forget it's not a liturgy because the liturgy's at midnight or like 12:30.
Right.
And then you have
I think it's
the Sunday
Vespers.
I think it might be a type of Vespers.
And they do it a bit later as well.
Yeah, I think like an hour
So
later.
that helps a bit.
So it's like, personally, if I go to the midnight service, I don't go to the. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I don't go to the.
I don't recall. I don't think I went the following Sunday after.
Like hours later or the next week.
No, the directly the Sunday after. What we're talking about?
So a week later?
What?
Because the midnight service is Sunday.
You're right.
So hours later.
Morning of Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've never done both. I did one. I did the Sunday morning or the midnight. And growing up, I mean, straight up, I'm not gonna lie. Like growing up, when we were kids, we would never go to the Sunday morning or the midnight. Because when we were kids, I mean, we'd have Easter breakfast. We have the Easter bunny came. So we wouldn't go to church. We would do, and I'll tell you something else. I don't believe that I've ever been to a Christmas morning service. I don't think ever. And I know that, that's not good. But especially now that we're older, we're not like super young, like, oh, Santa.
Presents.
But like my mom likes to spend, she says, because my mom's very devout. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't be in the church. And if it weren't for her mother before her, none of us would be in the church. My mom always just says like, yeah, we're not going to the church, we're not going to the service, but we're spending time in love as a family.
Right.
Yeah, we're opening presents, we're doing this and that, but like Christmas morning is pretty much the only day of the year where we're all together for like multiple hours at a time, like my whole family. And I'm just talking about the people that live in my house. There's only 4 of us, and that's the only 5 hours out of the whole year where we're really like all together.
Right, yeah.
Because we're all on
definitely
schedules. And it's my grandma lives with us. She's 93. Bro, you'll be lucky to get her up before 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So getting her up for Christmas more, I mean, it's tough. So if she's up, like we'll be with her. I do want to go to a Christmas morning
I think
service at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
But, yeah, so it's really hard, even like with the holidays. Because it's like we're celebrating the birth of Christ and we're not in church at the same time.
Right.
Or we're celebrating the resurrection of Christ and we're not in church for Easter.
True, yeah.
So,
the morning of Easter.
Yeah, or midnight, whichever way you do it. So, scheduling can definitely be hard. Fortunately for me, my boss, I grew up with my boss. We're best friends. We've been best friends since 6th grade for more than half our lives. So fortunately, and I tried not to like every single time there's a service, but if I'll be like during Holy Week or during Lent, I was like, hey man, like there's this service I was really hoping to make. Can I leave? Can I cut out a couple hours early? Like whatever. Right. And he's always been super chill about it. Yeah, man, take off. Like whatever you got to do, go do it. So I've definitely been blessed in that way. But I mean, it's hard. The harder thing for me is to maintain my prayer rule every day because my hours, I can get off, but my normal work hours, I leave the house at like 8:30 and I get home at like 7:30.
Yeah, I feel
so
that.
It's like 11 hours. Sometimes if I'm working further away, longer. Sometimes I'm out of town. I'm in hotels. So it can definitely be tough for me. So how do you personally maintain?
Yeah, the same thing, really, working all day, and then now I've started, the whole gym arc. When it comes to that time, especially like right before bed, it's like there's this lack of motivation to get over there and pray. Just being so, I guess the excuse is tiredness, but it's like, I think I had a meeting with Father, and his advice was to usually everyone does like their evening prayers right before bed, but it's like, okay, if I'm setting myself up, I know when the time comes I'm probably going to be tired, so let me do them now before I do anything else, my evening prayers at this time, so that when the time comes it's just right to bed and I've already done my prayers, just to set that rule for yourself to accomplish it. And then I think at the end of the day it turns into like a lack of discipline of getting over there, even despite how tired I am. I think balancing that is definitely plays a big part. And also during the week when there's services, and the timing is usually good. It's like would be at 6:30.
Yeah.
There's also that it's the kind of the same relationship to that of being like too tired. I think it's more of a discipline than
all day.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, now I gotta go.
I gotta wake up tomorrow.
I can't just sit home. It's more of a lack of like discipline and pursuing that.
Prioritizing.
Right.
Hard to, make God always number one.
Yeah. It's kind of a self thing of just letting it slip away more than that's why I guess it's more of letting it slip away, not prioritizing and having that discipline versus like a scheduling issue and balancing. But it kind of, in a way, it plays into the balancing aspect. But
yeah, I mean, I have this week's bulletin down there. Mm-hmm. We could grab it, but it should be for instance, let's see the services we have this week. So Monday night tomorrow. Mm-hmm. I don't know if this service is related, but St. Kyriaki the Great Martyr and Thomas of Malion, 6:30 p.m. Paroxy service in the chapel. Then Sunday. So this week we do have one service. Other weeks we'll have multiple. Mm-hmm. And then of course Sunday or Saturday.
Yeah, is there a liturgy on Saturday?
No, there's a baptism and a wedding.
Oh.
I don't know who. Interested to find that out.
Yeah.
But so like tomorrow night, like I'm like not gonna lie, like straight up, like it didn't even cross my mind to try to go because I'm gonna be out. Like I don't get off till 6, right. And I'm an hour 10 south of my house, and my house is 30 south of the church.
Yeah.
So it's like 2-ish hours to get there. And I don't know if this is right or wrong, but I kind of save my, hey man, can I get off a couple hours earlies for, better services, with like the really important service. And they are really important services, but I don't know if like trying to assign value to, okay, this service is like a 7, this one's like an 8.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm in error thinking that way. But yeah, I mean, after I work for a certain amount of time, I'll get some PTO. I'll get a week. And I'm kind of planning on using some, if not all of that week for Holy Week.
Yeah.
So I can just get off.
Right.
Because this year I went to work Holy Saturday. Because I work 6 days. That's the other thing. I work 6 days, Monday through Saturday. Mm-hmm. Sunday's my only day off.
Yeah.
And so Holy Saturday, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not missing this service. Mm-hmm. And so I busted my tail down at work. Bro, I was beat by the time I even got home. Mm-hmm. And now it's like 10:45. Now I got to go to church. And it was super beautiful to like know that I'm making like this super small sacrifice of like, oh, I'm tired, oh, I'm hungry, but I'm here, I'm standing at church. Right. But at the same time, like, bro, it was hard. And I know that if I would have been more well rested, if I wouldn't have gone to work that day, I would have been able to be more mentally focused on the service. Because like I'm like not like nodding off, but like I'm beat.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm thinking about like, bro, I'm hungry. Like, when can I go eat?
Right.
Like, I'm tired, bro. Like, what are we doing tomorrow? Because I'm not waking up.
I'm
I'm not
up.
waking up to come to the Vespers in my weakness.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's a little bit of a push and a pull on that, where it's like you sacrifice to make it to church, but then reflected back, you're not as present or as like maybe grateful to be there as you would have been as if you didn't sacrifice anything to go.
Yeah, I think there's a little, I don't know what the word would be, but to show up and kind of be there even when we're, tired or anything that approaches, it's like just to do it, like, despite that. I think there's a little, I can't figure out a word for it, but
benefit. I don't know. What are you trying to?
I don't know. I can't figure out a word for it, but
what are you trying to say though?
Like, it's definitely a good thing.
Oh, okay.
To do.
Yeah.
A bit of a self-sacrifice.
Yeah. No. Definitely. It's just, for me, it's like, and I'm not gonna stop, because I know if I'm like, oh, I just won't go to church.
Yeah.
Then I know that's definitely just
I've already
bad.
had that experience when I first started coming. It's like, okay, I stayed up late. I'm gonna miss one Sunday, and then it's like, okay, well, I already missed last Sunday, so how about I miss again? And then it just adds up. And I was like, all right, I can't keep doing this. It's like just making excuses at this point.
Yeah, definitely. It's hard. I mean, to be able to manage, like we've been saying, like to be able to prioritize and to be able to force yourself. Right. Because when you're like a kid, like your parents are like, you're going whether you want to or not. Like, you're just going. You can like cry and scream, and if they let you stay home, it's not going to be fun.
No. Because
you're going to hear about it the second they get back. But when you get older, you kind of lose the luxury of having someone make you.
Yeah.
Because like, I still live here, but like, my mom's not making me go.
Exactly.
Like, my mom's very devout, but like, if I'm like, hey mom, like, I'm not going this Sunday, she'll say, oh, okay. Right. Like, she's not going to try and force me to go or something like that. She might be like, oh, like, what's wrong? Like, did something happen? Like, whatever. But she's not going to say like, no, John, you're going. Because I'm a grown man now, so she can't really do that. But so it is a lot of, self-will.
Right.
And I think you achieve a deeper level of that self-will. One, the more you practice it, and two, the more you develop in Christ, in his church, the more love you have for Christ on a personal level, the more you'll want to go.
Exactly.
Like, if you still are like in the beginning, you don't really know Christ, like you can kind of like cut out a little earlier, you can kind of slip, but like, especially, it's like just like any relationship, like when you first meet somebody, you're not like dying to go, sacrifice everything you have for them. But when you like grow with the person, like as a friend or like a spouse or whatever, deeper. And it becomes deeper, like you kind of like want to sacrifice for them.
Exactly. I always have this like little thought of how on Sunday, thinking about church, it's like, you don't have to be there.
Yeah.
Like, nobody is forcing you to go, unless you're a kid, obviously, and your parents, make you go. But as most of us at our age, nobody is being forced. Like, this is a choice.
Yeah.
And I remember moments being like, oh, I gotta wake up tomorrow. It's like, it's a choice, but it's also like a blessing.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I get to go to church tomorrow. Like, I have to go to church tomorrow. I get to.
Yeah.
It is such a blessing. And I always try to remember that anytime I get that little feeling of, oh, I got to wake up for church tomorrow. It's Saturday night, da-da-da-da-da. But it's 100% a blessing to be able to wake up and get to go to church.
Yeah. And it's weird because, like, there's kind of been, like, an inverse effect in my life. Because before I had a job, then I had to wake up.
Yeah.
Bro, I got to wake up at, like, 6 or, like, 6:30. Now for work, I wake up at 5. So on Sundays, I get to sleep in an hour.
Yeah, now it's like,
so now it's kind of like,
let's go.
yeah, it's like kind of like reversed. Because
Now it's even more of a
yeah,
Sunday, let's go.
yeah, literally. And I mean,
It's a cool little aspect.
yeah, because before it used to be so hard, like, not even really. It was just I was on such a terrible schedule,
Right.
not doing anything,
Mhm.
that
Been
waking
there.
up at 6 was like the worst thing in the world. Like, oh, I'm so tired. You know, God forbid I go to bed 20 minutes earlier or whatever. But now it's like I said, I get to sleep in an hour when I go to church.
Yeah.
In most cases. And I mean, like, at least I'm sleeping the same amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
And then usually I get an hour extra. And it could, if I wanted to, I could stretch it to like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And I'd still be fine.
A little more.
But yeah, so I think like just having a good routine, setting yourself up with a good schedule, a good routine. And I mean, some people, like, it's just going to be hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some people, like, if you're in the military, you're overseas, you're deployed, like, you can't make it to church. You're in the battlefield right now.
Right.
Or, like, if you're a nurse or a doctor at the hospital, you got, like, 48 on, 48 off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes you just can't make it. But I think it's super important to always, you know, try to push yourself to go. And always, honestly, like, force yourself, but also making the most of your time there. I was reading the life of, I believe it was Saint Matrona of Moscow. I believe it was her. She was blind, and she had a really hard time growing up. Because this was back in the day where, like, if you were disabled, like, everyone was making fun of you. Like, there was no, like, dignity for, like, disabled people. And so she was blind, but, like, spiritually, she was, like, the best.
Mm.
And I want to say it was her and her dad stayed at home for church one Sunday and prayed at home. And her mom went to church. And, you know, by the grace of God, she had all of these, like, abilities where she could, like, know what was going on, even though she was blind and even though she wasn't there.
Yeah.
And so she perceived that her mom was, like, super distracted at church while she was away. And her dad were praying just in their house. And when her mom came home, she said something like, we were at church and you weren't. Because, like, your head was everywhere else, and, like, we were focused.
Yeah.
We were praying. So, I mean, I think, of course, you should always try to go to church. But while you're there, don't just be like, oh, I'm physically here, I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, God.
You have to try to, like, be there physically, mentally, spiritually.
There's more going on than just, you know, showing up.
And that's super hard for me. Like, I can get there physically.
Right.
But mentally, I get distracted so easily. I get like, okay, like, what's going on? Like, what do I got going at work tomorrow? Like, everything else.
Yeah, brain just starts scattering everywhere all of a sudden.
Yeah.
When it's time to lock in.
So that's my problem. And even in my prayer rule, like, I'll be praying and I'll be completely out to lunch. I'll be thinking about, like, I'll read a prayer and I'll be like, wait. I'll be so distracted. I'll be like, wait, did I just read this? Or did I, like...
I get that
was I just
sometimes.
sitting here?
I've thought about just the idea of when that happens, like when I'm reading and it feels like I'm reading and not praying, then it's like, okay, hold on. I gotta take a second. I gotta stop, restart, take a breath, just kind of sit there in silence for a bit and really take it in.
Yeah.
And then just wait. And then that feeling comes. It's like, okay, I'm gonna pray now.
Yeah.
Really,
that's
take a
important
moment
too.
with it.
Not just like blast through your worship. Yeah, literally.
You're just reading at that point. There's no.
Yeah.
You really have to take the set. Even like when that same like principle relates to struggling to pray. Like when you get down there and it's like, I don't even know where to start. I don't know what to say. So just take a breath. I take a second and just sit there in silence And sometimes that's all it is a silence just sitting there. And then most of the time, though, it turns into prayer. And I just begin to pray after sitting there for a second.
Father Spirit was saying, and I forget if he was quoting a saint or a patriarch, but he was saying those times when you're praying and you'd rather be doing anything else, but you're making yourself pray, that's like true prayer. Because like when you want to be there and you're like having a great time praying, like that has its time and space. That's not like bad.
It's not bad.
But like you're not sacrificing anything. But when it's like, bro, like I'm busy, like I got all this stuff going on, like I want to be watching the game, I want to be like out with the boys, but I'm here anyway, like that's like, it feels like it's not good prayer,
right?
But really, like, that is good prayer. And just trying your best. I feel like a lot of things boil down in the Orthodox life to just like try your best. Like as long as like you're like, and my best might be different from your best, but like as long as you're trying your personal best for some of the time, because you can't try your best always,
right.
Like I think you're doing good. And like we always will say, just always having that line with your spiritual father, letting him know, what's going on, and take his guidance. Because low key, Father told me, like, if I tell you to do something and it's wrong, like that's on me, like on him, like not on me. So like, okay. And that kind of, honestly, like that kind of made me lighten up, be like, okay, well, if I'm wrong, that's on Father. But like it kind of took the stress out of things of like, okay, like what do I do? Like, am I making the right choice? This way I can just listen to a man who's like way more developed in the faith than me. And it's like, if it's wrong, it came from like the best intentions, done with a good heart, and maybe in the future we'll do better.
Right.
But just picking something, kind of to shift gears a little, it's more of like your prayer rule, like establishing a prayer rule with the guidance of your spiritual father is super important. And like starting off with maybe even like less of a prayer rule than what you think you're capable of, and then building it. Because bro, I went through this, like having this huge prayer rule, super regimented, super rigid, and it's like, bro, like I dreaded it. Was like, bro, like,
super scheduled.
I dreaded it because it was just so hard, and like I would do it and I'd force myself to do it, but I didn't like it. And not that prayer's all about what you like, but like if it's too much, it's too much. So it's good to, like with everything, build the foundation and then go from there.
Yeah, because I feel like when you turn it into this scheduled routine of it feels like it starts to begin like to feel like a chore almost. And I realize that, coming to pray, it's not a chore. It's not something that is like an assignment almost. We're kneeling and speaking with God.
Yeah.
It's like, this is a time. I saw this video recently. I forget who the people were, but they're talking. There's always like, have you always seen the videos where it's like, if you had, 5 minutes with Jesus, what would you say?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I have 5 minutes with Jesus every day.
Yeah, I've seen that clip. It's like, I could hit
like,
5 minutes like, whenever.
Yeah. Anywhere. It's like, that really, I think that, like, such a little video I saw really changed my perspective of praying. It's like, this is a time to communicate. This is part of the relationship, is talking and being with him in that, like, personal time of prayer. So it kind of relates back to, I get to go to church tomorrow. It's like, I get to pray.
Yeah.
I have this blessing to be able to speak with Christ, with God.
Yeah.
And sit down and talk to him humbly. It's like such a blessing to be able to have that moment.
Yeah.
And to share that. So I think when it begins to feel like a chore, just relate back to that for me.
Yeah. And that's also something that you can lose sight of and start to take for granted.
Exactly.
Like, kind of like what you were saying, but how did you get your prayer rule?
Well, it happened recently of what I just said, and my biggest excuse would be, I'm too tired. So it's like I began to do it before I do those things before I, lay down and get ready for the night, yada, yada, yada. And it's really a self-discipline thing of pushing myself to. And it's like, it sits with that, and then also balances with, I get to pray.
Yeah.
So there's a discipline. Also, it's a blessing to be able to pray, and mixing those both has kind of made my prayer rule.
Yeah.
To push me to get down there and have that moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And then just like finding the time.
Right.
Coming up with a prayer rule that can work for your schedule. I mean, a lot of the time, I do part of my prayer rule in the car driving to work. And I mean, that's obviously not ideal because you're always going to be semi-distracted. You're driving. But like taking the time that you do have and offering it to God when, like, yeah, I could be like listening to music. I could be
right.
Like,
I think that's a good way. I mean, if we look at the monks, they're always praying.
Yeah.
Even sometimes in their sleep.
Yeah.
Praying. So it's like we can kind of relate that to our lives in, praying on the way to work, in the car, praying at lunch when I'm about to eat my lunch, praying wherever. If you're working by yourself, you can sit there, Lord Jesus Christ,
yeah.
God, have mercy on me.
Yeah.
You can really pray anywhere. And then also, I do think, having a prayer corner is still important to have, and really take myself and sit down there and take that time. But we have plenty of opportunity, I feel like, to pray throughout the day, and even in such a busy schedule, from my experience.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And then, I mean, like, kind of to turn it to, like, in our everyday life, like, being Orthodox in the presence of non-Orthodox people at work, at school, wherever you find yourself, at the store, like wherever, finding the, I guess to an extent, like, courage to keep the faith and not kind of turn it off.
Right.
When
not live like this, kind of like a double life.
Yeah.
Switch this on, switch it off, switch it on, switch it off.
Because, like, I'll tell you what, something I never really even thought about was, growing up, my dad would pray at dinner every night. So he'd say the prayer. But when we'd go out to eat, we would never pray. We would never pray over the food or anything like that. And I never really thought anything of it. And I'm not going to say, oh, my parents are cowards.
Cowards are scared.
But
no.
It's something that I still try to, I try to do. I try to make the sign of the cross before I eat. Like, if someone's looking, like, good.
Yeah, it's like, what am I scared of?
Yeah.
You're gonna judge me? Okay.
And it's hard, though.
I'll
find myself, like, still, like, oh, like,
yeah, literally, it's
don't
like,
do the thing. Yeah, or like whatever like the particular circumstance is.
Right.
And it's like, on the one hand, when you shrink down, like, it feels so bad. But, like, just to know that, like, okay, I messed up this time, I'll have pretty much unlimited more opportunity to do it right.
Unlimited time
forward.
To make up.
So, like, keep going, and, like, fail every day in some way. But to just, like, keep going and to keep growing in the faith, to become more confident, I think, in the faith. And then when somebody asks you, because sometimes, like, people will be like, hey, well, like, what are you doing? Be like, hey, I'm Orthodox, I'm praying, like, I'm blessing my food, like, or, like, whatever I'm doing, like, this is what it is. And then not being scared to answer that. Like, oh, like, nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, I'm just nothing. Yeah. To, like, really, proclaim the faith physically through, making the sign of the cross, or, like, whatever the case may be. And then when not necessarily confronted, but questioned, like, hey, what are you doing? Like, be ready to go. Because I forget if I was telling this to you, but at work, I work in a few different locations from time to time. At one of the locations, in terms of physical closeness to me, my closest coworker is an ex I want to say Methodist, current anti-theist, hates God.
Yeah,
Doesn't care. He says, don't care if God's real or not. I hate him.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, he'll push me. Like, he pushes it with me. And
those
so,
buttons.
like, especially in front of him, like, to not back down.
Right.
To not be like, oh, I almost said his name. My boy, like, so-and-so is here. But, like, tough. Like, he doesn't... And then you don't want to turn into this aggressive thing where it's like, well, he doesn't like, well, too bad. Like,
yeah, it's like,
you know?
then it becomes like, oh, he puffed my chest out.
Like, hey,
it's not that.
Take a look over here. Because he'll push it.
Right.
We'll get into it sometimes. And I think I did tell you this. I regret to inform, like, I lost it on him one day. I blew my top. And it was bad. Because I know I failed. And I know that, like, I don't know if this is right or wrong to say, I did exactly what he wanted. Because, like, his like, wife or whatever is, like, I'm pretty sure the same way. So, I guess I don't know this for sure, but in my mind, like, he went home. He's like, oh, I got him. I got the stupid Christian today. I got him. And so, I'm sure there's some sort of pride mixed in there. But at the same time, like, it felt so bad, like, right after the fact of blowing up on him. Because he'll push it, like, he'll bring the fight to me and he'll push it. And so to be able to defend your faith, but then also at the same time not get mad, defend your faith, not lose it, and then also live your faith, and then know when it's fruitful and when it's not fruitful to keep going.
Right.
Like, now I know that, like, probably most of our interactions I should have just cut, like, and not try to.
I've been told that anytime you're talking to somebody and it's almost like, just constantly hitting a wall. It's like, it's just there's lack of any
possibility,
substance in that conversation to keep going. There's nothing fruitful that's gonna come from it, just to keep butting heads,
just to fight
over and over. It's pointless. So then that's when you kind of turn to live your faith.
Yeah.
And let the conversation be your actions of living to set an example of Christ and his church.
Yeah.
And also, we were talking about before about, that kind of like fear factor of making the sign of the cross while praying or during lunch or any time. I think that also plays into, when there's jokes being said or certain actions take place.
Because that's another big thing.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean before I go?
Just basically surrounding, jokes, probably saying things I shouldn't be saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it's like, you don't want to be like, oh, don't talk like that in front of me,
Because that's another thing. Because they're like, they know I'm Christian. My buddy, or like, low-key, I do kind of call him my buddy. Because, like, other than like the biggest eternal thing that there is, we do like get along,
right,
to some extent. But like him and like kind of like everyone around me will, like, they know I'm Christian, they'll kind of like make jokes about it.
Yeah.
And so there's that, but then there's also like, I work in a field that's 95 plus men.
Right.
And so there's just like normal jokes. Yeah. Like crass, vulgar jokes.
Yeah.
And bro, like, I'll be laughing. Like, straight up, like, I'll be laughing sometimes. And I watched, it's crazy we're talking about this now. On yesterday, I watched Father Josiah's video. I think it's called The Smile. And he was talking about the church's, the father's view on like smiling and laughing at the appropriate and inappropriate time. And so it's hard, like, now with that in mind, like, it is hard to try and like control my laughter, to not make like bad jokes, to like kind of control my laughter when when people say inappropriate jokes, or when they're talking about someone else in a demeaning way, somebody that you don't like in a demeaning way, and be like, yeah, dude, I hate that guy.
Yeah.
But
no, that always comes up. Before I forget, that video Let's link that in the bio so
I'll throw
I
it
can
in
watch
there.
it myself because I'm actually interested in that.
Yeah, because, dude, it's way deeper than you think, or than I thought anyway.
Right.
And it was eye-opening to be like, no. Like, you shouldn't be laughing, like, all the time. You shouldn't be smiling all the time. Like, your smile and your laugh is like a gift that should be treated accordingly. Like, it's not necessarily bad to smile a lot, but, like, make sure you're smiling and laughing for, like, the right reasons.
Right.
Not because, like, I don't know, someone made, like, a mean joke and it was, like, funny.
A joke we probably shouldn't be laughing at.
Yeah, and then also to kind of keep going and, like, being in a non-Orthodox environment, because, like, when I went to work, I hadn't worked in a long time, since before I really came to the faith, and I felt like, and to an extent, I still do feel like I'm completely alone when I'm at work. Like, I'm surrounded by all these guys, but part of me, like, feels so alone, because nobody else, straight up, like, nobody else is even Christian, let alone Orthodox, and I just feel so, like, lonely being at work sometimes.
Yeah. For me, I don't know if this is, like, relatable to you, but when I go to work, it's like, it's almost, because, like, you know, I'm away from it all. It's like a complete, like, I'm in, like, a twilight zone.
Yeah.
It feels like.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so distant from the church and just, you know, being able to talk to brothers in Christ and whatnot. It's like, the second I'm there, it's like, oh, it literally feels like the Twilight Zone. Like, so weird.
It's like, bro,
when I'm come back,
when I'm at home in this room, when I'm at church, then I'm like home.
Yeah, right.
When I take a step out the front door, like,
then it's like,
I'm in the, like, and this is America, like, we're not, like, under attack here, but like, spiritually, like, we're in the wild.
Oh,
like, the second you step 100%. Outside, you go to work, like, whatever, you're like, it's a whole different ball game out there than it is.
Because, like, in my room, you know, I have my icons, I have my prayer corner,
I'm safe
I have,
in here.
like, flags, I have paint. It's like I'm surrounded, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
At church, I'm surrounded by people, by the church.
Yeah.
So that's definitely enough in itself. But then as soon as you step out the door, it's like, okay. But now I just, you know, since I hydroplaned this morning,
you keep bringing this up.
It was, dude, I was going, which it's probably my own fault because I wasn't paying attention to my speed, and I was looking at the car in front of me because I couldn't see. It was like pouring.
Okay.
And the car, they started leaving me, and I was like, oh, I don't want to lose them because I literally can't see. So then I gave it a little gas, and then my steering wheel was like, that was weird. And then all of a sudden it was like, car sideways. Yeah, like, and I looked down at my speedometer. We're going 85.
Oh, okay.
And
let me preface this with, because multiple people have told me that you hydroplaned today.
Really?
I just imagined that your tread or your traction kind of just like cut off for like a second.
No, dude.
And that
I was
like
going,
kind of glided for like a couple of feet.
No,
Okay.
I was going and I went sideways.
Okay. Well,
and there was a semi truck right here. There was a big truck right here, and I was going towards the semi truck, and I was, dude, it was crazy.
Because in my mind, I'm like, why is he making such a big deal?
It was literally, what happened.
Okay,
as soon as it started happening, I was like, so there was the first little joke, and I was like, what? And then I was like, oh, we're hydroplaning. I said out loud, and then we started going. I literally, all I could think about, I go, Jesus, take the wheel. I said out loud, I said that, and we were fine. But that happened as soon as I got to St. John the Baptist. As soon as the liturgy was over, I went in the bookstore. I saw St. Nicholas icon. Immediately
stole it.
No, I didn't steal it, but immediately grab, and I have that in my car now.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So
okay,
but the reason I bring it up is so now there's a little piece to go with me, because like how we're talking about, as soon as we leave the house, you know, there's nothing.
Yeah.
It's
having a cross, having an icon in the car is
right. So now I have that in the car, and it's like, okay,
at
least when I'm in the car, I have this with me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why
I wasn't taking it seriously. Cause I'm like, why is he keep?
Dude, yeah, we hydroplaned.
I thought like you just like slid like.
No, we hydroplaned for real.
Okay.
I was like, I had to pull over for a second. I thought something happened to my car. I was like, dude. And then we just kept driving, went to church.
Friday, I don't know. Friday or yesterday morning, I almost got in an accident going to work.
Really?
I was driving on the freeway. We were passing a exit,
mm-hmm.
and you know how like they bear off, like the
Mhm.
lane express. There's like a heavy duty truck pulling a trailer who takes the exit,
Mhm.
and then he tries to come back on
Real quick.
I'm like, bro, what's this guy doing? So I'm looking over here. I look up. The car in front of me is pretty much dead stop.
Dude, I've had so many
I'm
times like that.
Shoot. And I jammed the brake. No, I didn't jam the brake. I switched lanes without... I like flipped the wheel. And, you know, thank God there wasn't a car just there. Because I'll tell you what. I hate the new feature they put on cars, the lane departure assist.
Oh,
that if you don't flip the blinker, it'll fight you. Because this car's... And I'm trying to flip the wheel, and the thing's fighting me. And so then I'm like jerking all over the place. Dude, it was terrible.
That's crazy.
But...
You know, I kind of... Even in that moment of like that little scare, I think it was because I didn't hit any car. I didn't hit anything. It was perfectly fine. But there was a little bit of a scare. And the night before, I was kind of the same struggle of, you know, getting down to pray. And getting up. I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I don't want it. And then, like, I literally, that happened. And all I could think about in that moment, I wasn't thinking about, okay, I'm not going to hit this. I was just like, Jesus, take the wheel. Like, I was literally thinking of that. And I was like, I just prayed. And he was kind of like, I feel like it was kind of a little reminder to be like, hey, lock in.
And I think like filling yourself with the consistency of church attendance, of Holy Communion, of a prayer rule will fill you mentally, subconsciously with Christ. So that in situations like that, it's like instant, like, dude, like your mind, I like looking back on it. That's literally instantly where my mind went. Yeah.
So now it's like, yeah. So he was basically lock in, like.
Yeah.
Because that's what that's what I'm thinking of all the time now.
Going back to just being at work, I kind of am still at a point where I don't exactly know what to do when the boys come in and they just start talking about crazy stuff. Like, I don't like really know. Like, do I straight up just like leave? Well, like, do I straight up just like switch rooms on them, or like, do I just kind of try to pray?
That exact situation, I don't know. But something I did recently was, you know, I texted group chat. I was like, yo, trying to cut down on cussing. If I cuss, hold me accountable. Like, let me know. Lock in. And they're all just like, yeah, all right. Yeah. Bet. It's like, I didn't ask them to stop doing what they're doing. You know, I have no control over that. Yeah. But I was like, for me, hold me accountable. Let me know. Yeah. And they've been locked in. Anytime something slips, I'm like, hey, watch your mouth. Yeah. Like, it's like, all right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's...
So you could start there. I mean, bringing it up, it's really getting over that. For me, it's getting over that fear factor of, hey, I don't...
Well, it's not even so much the language. Right. It's like the content matter of what they're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it relates to the same thing of being like, hey, you guys know, you know, my point of view. I'm Christian, Orthodox. Please, maybe when you're around me, just don't talk like that. Yeah. Don't talk about those things around me. Like, you don't have to put it in like a...
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Yeah, like in that kind of tone, but it's like just a little boundary.
Yeah.
Which I don't think there's a problem in that.
Yeah. Because some of the time, well, honestly, sometimes I just sit there and listen. Some of the times I do try and, like, just step out. Because, I mean, you can imagine.
Yeah. No, like, I know. Yeah, you know, definitely.
But I still don't know, like, what to do in every situation type thing. But, yeah, I mean, talking about how in America, like, societally, it's like a war zone. Oh, physically, we're safe. Yeah. But societally, culturally, it's a war zone for us, where it's like, dude, like, society is so against.
Dude, it's like
every single
completely
thing.
Okay to hate on Christianity.
Thing. Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna get, canceled.
Yeah.
And it's super common too. I mean, I experience it. Even myself, I've experienced it. It's like,
Yeah.
it happens so regularly and so like nonchalant.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, whatever. Like it's everywhere, and it's hard to kind of face it.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, even like past like people disagreeing with you personally, just like how society is and what society values and like what's acceptable in society.
Right.
With like, I don't know if you want to get into that, but like, like what cultural societal norms are that if you don't accept them,
Yeah.
then you're the devil.
Yeah, literally.
And so in that sense, like, it is tough to live in America and probably all of North America, or at least USA and Canada.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know how Mexico. I don't know. I don't really know how they do.
I'm not sure.
But
I can say from experience, it's like the societal experience has become so worldly.
Yeah.
And so perverted.
Yeah.
Especially with media, movies itself, TikTok, video games, this,
just
that.
like treating things like so normal.
Like, yeah, just like it's no big deal.
Like this is like a
difficult.
terrible thing, and it's like just so, like whatever the case may be, and it's just treated like not only so normal, but like as a good.
Yeah, it's like, this is
It's like,
good
bro,
thing.
like
it's definitely hard, especially to be surrounded by so much day to day.
Yeah. And then that kind of takes me to, our holy new martyrs.
Mm-hmm.
How they lived in kind of like the opposite society. They lived under
Physical
in
persecution.
Syria in like
right.
But like physical persecution, but societally like living in an Islamic state.
Right.
Like they weren't like Islam is Islam, but they weren't doing all the stuff that we do culturally.
Right.
In terms of societal norms.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously their lives were and are on the line.
Yeah,
every day being a Christian.
Yeah, those societal norms turn into like a physical fear.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, a couple weeks ago in Damascus, I want to say, in Syria, the attack on the Greek Orthodox Church, where a jihadist came in, shot it up, and then blew himself up, killed, I think, about 26, injured about 65.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's, I don't even know, to know that like if we were doing exactly what we're doing but in a different location, that could be it.
Those are possibilities.
That could just be it for us.
Right.
And to kind of like look to them for inspiration, for strength, for guidance, be like, here are people who, because of course we can look to the saints, and of course we can look to Christ of like people that did it and who do it. But you can be like, oh, well, that was like back then. Like they didn't have
this
like all this pressures of today's society.
Look at this real world, like current world situation that just happened, and they pushed through it.
Yeah, and you should see the videos of like they blew their church up, they shot it up, they killed all their friends, their family.
Seen some, yeah.
And now, bro, they didn't like
they
close
didn't
up shop. Like now they're out in the streets, like the Christians are out in the streets, like praising God and like having like I don't know if processions. I wouldn't say parades, but like processions. Like they're even louder now than before. Yeah, and I think that that's really inspiring.
Definitely,
knowing that like we're gonna have this huge public funeral. Like these terrorists, they know where we're gonna be. Yeah, like they know exactly what's going on. Like,
I mean, that just
we're putting it all on the line.
Proclaims their faith in Christ. Yeah. It's like even under that circumstance of this so much fear, like flooding the streets, they're still gonna stand tall in Christ. Yeah, and still stand for their faith, and for them to keep going, even in those circumstances. And then we think about, oh, I'm tired.
Bro, I
Like,
don't,
what are you
bro,
talking about?
He's gonna think I'm weird if I do the sign of the cross
It's
right
like,
now.
that's what you're worried about right now when we have people over here losing their lives for their faith and even experiencing people losing their lives around them, and they still push themselves and stand for Christ in public loudly. It's like,
And
what am I complaining
especially
about?
after, like, they blew up the church, they shot it up, and then, like I was saying, like right
Fill the
after, like, they're
streets.
here, they're in the
Right?
streets, like, we're still here.
We're
like,
right here. It's like, and I'm complaining about losing 2 hours of sleep. Like, come on.
Yeah, and I really wish I remembered that I got this on a Patristic Nectar video. Might have been a clip. It was a clip, but from which video I don't remember. He was saying, Father Josiah was saying, the either bishop or patriarch of, I hate to put it this way, one of the jurisdictions over there.
Okay.
I forget if it was in a Turkish jurisdiction, or a, Iranian, Syrian. I forget. ISIS approached them and were like, "Hey, you're gonna like close up shop here, or like we're gonna kill you straight. Like we're gonna take your head off." And then he was like, "Well, then I get like come do it then.
Yeah,
because we're not stopping anything."
You know where I'm at.
And like when it comes to like, for instance, me at work with this guy, like, I seriously doubt he would do anything to me.
Yeah.
But like, you're the bishop / I forget, or patriarch of the church, and ISIS is telling you we're going to behead you on TV, and you're just like, yeah, well, like, come do it then. Like, you know where I am.
Yeah, you know where I stay.
Like, that's tough. Like, that's really inspiring to me.
100%.
And I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I wouldn't say Christians, but like, when you're talking about like that part of the world, it kind of like gets looked down on
Yeah.
a lot. Like, oh, like those animals over there, like they're lesser than us. They're like we live in America. We're refined society.
Yeah.
We're dignified,
Mhm.
but I mean, I think the best Christians
are
like the best
places.
people come from like the
Right.
hardest places.
Definitely.
And so something that I'm trying to do is to kind of like chill on.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, relating to like the prayer in those, like how we said, was it Father Spiridon who said in those times of prayer where you find it the hardest, that's real prayer.
Yeah.
And we can kind of, I feel like it can kind of relate to in those places where, living the Christian life is the hardest.
That's the real Christian life.
That's not to say we're not real Christians, but that's...
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
There's so much fruit to that, I feel.
Because, like, culturally, I mean, that's something I've been trying to get through is, like, being Greek, getting past, like...
French.
Oh.
I think there's other stuff, but that's like the most I know of.
But like,
And like English, Welsh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But like getting past like, because culturally we don't like Turkey. We don't like them at all.
So I've heard.
And so trying to kind of like soften my heart up on Turkey, because on the one hand, their government, like, I don't think it's wrong to dislike the Turkish government. The Turkish government is like terrible, like they're a oppressive Islamic state, like they're crushing people.
Right.
But like just like the average Turkish citizen, like, yeah, they're gonna be Muslim, so it's hard to, for me, it is kind of hard to like love the Turkish people. But I see all these great Turkish Orthodox, like Greek Orthodox Christians in Turkey. And I know so many saints that are from Turkey that's kind of helping me to, I don't like their government. And that's what it is. And I think that's okay because their government's bad.
Right.
But like to not just be like, oh, you're Turkish? Please. Like, get away from me.
You can really relate that with anybody, like anybody that wrongs us like on a day-to-day or does something we don't like. It's like to harbor feelings for them and harbor like, what is the word?
Hatred.
Yeah, to harbor a hatred for them really goes against our belief.
Yeah.
So that applies everywhere across the board for every single person. And that's I think that's a big struggle for especially me, especially with like road rage, like something as simple as that. It's like, dude, those moments,
it's funny you bring that up, because today coming home from church, I was losing it in the car, and I'm like, dude, we're gonna talk about this on the podcast later. And I forgot about it, and you brought it up. My biggest pet peeve is when when I'm on the freeway and someone's just riding me.
Oh my!
Like, I get so mad,
dude.
And especially
I get so mad
when I'm in the left lane. The middle of the lane's wide open, dude. Like,
yeah, it's like,
go past me on the like, pass me. Like, what are you doing? I get so mad.
My biggest thing is when I'm in the middle lane and they're riding me. It's like I literally gotta take a deep breath, and it's like I gotta remember every moment, every decision I make, I am an Orthodox Christian, and I need to remember that, and I need to, because I can control myself. There's no excuse. Oh, when I get angry, all I see is red. Like, come on. It's like, control yourself, lock in. But it's hard.
It is hard. Like, I want to, like, I almost like relish in knowing that they're
Slam
mad.
on my brakes.
Like, knowing that these guys are like super mad at me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna drive even slower now.
Yeah, literally.
Have fun.
I'm gonna let my foot off the gas pedal.
I'm gonna park right now.
Just put it in park. But it's like,
I get so mad, and like, I get it. Like, I used to like speed like crazy.
Oh yeah.
And now, since I have to pay for my own gas, I try to relax. Because like, when you're speeding, you're dumping gas. Yeah.
Especially that takeoff when you're hitting them high RPMs.
So like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm on the freeway, and I got cruise control on 78. Like, I'm not like,
it's not bad.
I'm not like blasting, and I'm still getting ridden.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going kind of slow. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I am going kind of slow. And when the opportunity is there, and I see someone coming up, like, I try to switch lanes and let them pass. But when I'm locked in, bro, like, I'm not speeding up.
No. Yeah.
And I don't know if that's like a problem within me.
I've had a big problem is when they flash the lights at me. Before they get to me, I'm like, I was gonna move, and now I'm not. And I need to stop doing that. But it gets me so good. Yeah. It literally lights a spark oh my gosh. As soon as I see those lights, it's like,
bro, sometimes I'll get mad when we're driving at night, because I drive a Civic, so my car's pretty low.
Oh yeah.
And if there's like a heavy duty truck behind me with their normal lights on, it's like, because they're higher than me, so their headlights are coming right in,
and it's just like, and in the mirror.
They might as well have their brights on.
Yeah.
And I'll get mad, just like, and I know they're not even doing anything, and I'll get mad.
I guess my headlights are really bright because people flash their, like, when you're oncoming traffic, they flash their lights at me all the time.
And then you flip
and
your
then
brights on.
I flip my brights on, and I'm like, I didn't have them on. See?
Yeah.
It's like, yes, road rage
is crazy.
As I see it, it's like, it's opportunity to practice humility, to practice that love in times of anger, which is hard, but we have the opportunity to practice it like anything. It's like, practice makes perfect. What? Yeah, you have them on. I thought about saying something, but I didn't think it was important.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I mean, you couldn't tell, so it's like you just hear it yourself.
Yeah. That explained. This is a whole different experience.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, you get behind the wheel and like literally anything can happen.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I saw that today.
Yeah.
Literally was driving fine, and then I was sideways on the interstate going 80 miles an hour. So now I drive 70.
Thank God you were able to correct.
Dude,
that's crazy.
I literally was like this, and there was a car right here, and then I came this way. There was one right here. I literally missed every single car, which is crazy. I can't even like, dude, I literally blanked, like just completely.
Just locked in?
I'd locked in. I didn't lock in. I was like, Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as it started happening, I said that so loud, and and it never happened to me before, so I don't have the experience of correcting a hydroplane, but it made it out. Didn't touch a single car. Literally wove through all these. It was crazy. Nobody stopped to say, "Are you okay?" But whatever.
Yeah, people, big people.
And then we just.
You know what the worst is? not to change the subject, but yesterday, driving home from work, this heavy duty truck blows by me. He at least had the dignity or the decency to go around.
Okay.
And initially I'm like, dude, like, still kind of irritated at the guy. Lose him, because he's taken, like, he's down the road. Yeah. And then 20 minutes later, he pulled over on the side of the road to help someone else who was having problems. And so, like, wow, I feel like a real idiot right now.
I had a time like that. I was at the gas station, you know, on lunch break getting drinks or something. And there's this guy outside, homeless, and I immediately judged him, this crackhead outside. And he was like, "Hey man, you know, can you grab me something? You got some money?" I was like, "I don't got nothing on me, man. Sorry." And I was judging him that entire time.
I'm going to the store with no money right now.
Right. And I went inside, I got a drink, but that time it was weird how it worked out, because my brother never asked me to go sit in the truck when we're like getting drinks, and he was like, "Here," he gave me the keys. He's like, "Go sit in the truck." I was like, "All right." And I walk outside and I come around the corner. And I hear this guy's bent down with him praying, and it like hit me hard. I was like,
Did you give him something then?
No, I still like no. I was just reminiscing with that. Like, I almost like got out of like went over there and started praying with him, but I was like, I felt so bad because I judged him like so hard.
Yeah.
And I walk out here and this guy's praying with him, and I just watched him pray. And then he got him drinks and stuff, and the dude had tears in his eyes, and he was praying with him. And I was like, wow. I immediately went to judgment and was like, oh, this crackhead outside, I can't give him any money. And this dude's praying with him. And I was like, it was just like, it was funny how it worked out that I happened to walk outside.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it felt like a big, slap in the face of, let's not judge people we don't know. And it really hit me hard, so.
That is a powerful story. Yeah,
it's crazy.
That's
it was I felt like a big presence of correction.
Yeah.
Like letting you know, like, hey, don't judge.
Definitely.
So that was an experience for sure.
What else? I mean, that's a really crazy. That's a beautiful story. I mean,
yeah, that was really. I don't think I'll forget that. You just brought what were you talking about? That it reminded me of it. He pulled over.
Oh yeah, the guy pulled over, because I've seen it where, kind of similar to what you were saying to an extent, like some guy will blow by me, and then 20 minutes later they're broken down on the side of the road. I'm like, yeah, take that,
take
idiot,
that, buddy.
And then it's like, no, like John, like, come on, your car could explode right now too. Like, just chill out.
Anything could happen.
The road, I mean, not to like make light of it, the road is a dangerous place.
100%.
I hate motorcyclists. They just make me so uncomfortable. So uneasy. Like, just, it's like, guys,
dude, even when I'm driving behind him, I'm like, I'm scared. I'm like, dude, I'm on the brakes. Yeah. Like, I'm like, I don't want to hit this guy.
Yeah, literally. And now, like, oh, whatever, this doesn't even relate to anything, but yeah, I was gonna go off on a random tangent.
They're just so open, so it's like, dude, anything could happen.
Yeah,
like that. I lost friends, 2 friends that I know of from high school in motorcycle accidents.
Yeah, I've got a list of some boys that have died on their bikes too. I mean, motorcycles. I used to ride dirt bikes. I want to again, but I know that if I get a street bike, it's over.
No,
I'm gonna go crazy.
I can never get a street
thing.
bike. I'm not against like dirt bikes like on trails and stuff. Like the activity itself, I don't think it's too dangerous. Obviously, it's a little dangerous, but I think street bikes and riding around, especially in Florida's traffic, is like,
it's a death sentence.
Yeah, no way.
Like everyone I know, because my dad rode, my uncle rode. My uncle lost his foot. He went down on his bike, got ran over by a semi truck. His leg. My dad told me that he had 10 bikes in his life, crashed all of them. Jeez. Like, if you get a bike, like,
not worth it.
If you get a bike, you're going, like, at some point you're gonna come off of it.
Yeah, 100%.
And
it's like you might get some aura points, riding around a bit, but
everybody I know who's ever had a
with
bike
it.
has crashed it. Like, they're not all dead,
100%.
but like everybody I know has crashed their bike.
Yeah.
And I know like a few kids that have died.
One of my friends, his mom got in a motorcycle accident. I'm pretty sure she broke both her legs. Well, she's healed now, but it's still like you still have that reminiscence of breaking both your legs.
Yeah.
I'm sure it doesn't heal to its full potential of what it was.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it.
It's just,
now we're talking about motorcycles.
Yeah.
But
I mean, yeah, kind of random tangent there. But do we cut that out?
Nah, no way.
Leave that in.
We're here for honest conversation. We're just talking.
But yeah, it's like, I guess in somewhat of an Orthodox sense, just like knowing yourself. And I know that as of right now, if I got a street bike, I'd be dead.
Yeah,
I would die.
I'm not touching that. I'll get off that unk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like being able to have discipline to say like no.
I feel like discipline's been a main idea for this whole talk.
Yeah.
We talked about discipline a lot.
Having discipline, controlling
right. Self-control,
your desires.
Discipline. I mean, yeah, self-control falls back to discipline. It's interesting that topic comes out because I just started the gym, which is a lot of discipline.
Yeah.
But I've been trying to, when I was like a gym head before, you get really self-absolved. Yeah. And I started to notice that happening a little bit already. And I was like, I'm here to get stronger, bigger. But it's like, so like, but it's like, that humility has to remain no matter how big.
Because that's what happened with me. Because when I was super, super into the gym about a year and a half ago, where I put everything to the gym. Yeah. Like everything. And I was missing church to hit lifts. I was
it comes back to that.
Like stop fasting so I could get my protein in, eat some more meat.
It's like I'm able to sacrifice and dedicate so much to this, but not the
body that will
eternal church of Christ, not Christ's church.
Yeah.
So like
making
those connections,
prioritizing.
So, in everything I do, I've been trying to do my best. Because
that's the thing. It's like all things in moderation, or some things not at all, but most things in moderation. Anything done to excess is sinful. So like when you just like start putting anything above God, like even like a good thing above Christ.
Put a pin in that.
Yeah.
If it starts to make its way up the stairs.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's so easy to get, especially I feel like in America, all the options of things we can do, things we can pursue. Like we have pretty much the whole world and all of its, pleasures, good or bad, at our fingertips. Like we have ease of access. We can get in the gym easy. We can get on the internet easy. We can get on TV, video games, like whatever it is, easy.
Yeah, there's so much access. And so
to not let that monster, or to not let that thing turn into a monster in our life. And I mean, there are some things that you just shouldn't do. Like there's no room for certain things.
Exactly, yeah.
But for more normal, going to the gym, watching some TV, playing some video games, going on TikTok a little bit.
Yeah.
But once you start, I'm not going to say this prayer so I can watch 8 more TikToks.
Yeah, right.
Or I'm not going to fast today so I can hit my protein.
Yeah, which I've experienced.
That's when things kind of start to become
distractions.
An issue. Yeah.
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 100%.
Well, yeah, I think we're good.
That was I feel good. Yeah.
Good talk.
If you're still here through all that, thanks for chatting with us.
We got some major things coming up soon.
Oh, yeah.
Not next episode.
Major update.
Not next episode, but the episode after that, you'll perhaps notice a difference. In a
little bit
on the set as well as through the lens.
You'll see.
More on that later.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we can definitely, wrap with the closing prayer and get you guys on your way. We hope. Oh, it was 4th of July weekend.
Oh yeah, 4th of July.
We
I
hope
forgot
all
about
of
that.
you
Did you guys sing "God Bless America" today?
at church.
Yeah.
No.
No.
But they
They
did
did
set
it.
up like 200 like tiny American flags.
Oh really?
On the perimeter
that's
of
cool.
the church, which I kind of thought was like just kind of like funny.
Is that all right?
Okay, see, look at us Greeks. We're blending in
Greeks,
with
yeah.
normal American
Yeah.
society.
Yeah, at the end of the service today, they sung "God Bless America." I was
They
like,
did
wow.
on Memorial Day.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
They did on, and they brought all the veterans up
Yeah.
because Father
Yeah.
Stefaro's a veteran,
Yeah,
and so
right.
he was super big on honoring the vets, rightfully so.
Mm-hmm.
For like, because we have such a non-American church, all of the
Right.
like, if you were a veteran of any country's army,
Yeah. That's cool.
got honored.
Yeah, that was a good time. That was nice. I like that they did that.
Yeah, so we can definitely say the closing prayer and
Yeah.
get something to eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, O most holy Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, we love you so much, and we thank you for this beautiful time together in fellowship with each other, with everyone here today, and with everyone watching. We pray that you please guide our message, please purify it, and may it be rightfully received. Please may it reach everybody of your will, everybody who needs it. And please bless everyone. Please bless everyone here and everyone who watches this video and who spends time with you in any way today. God, we love you. We thank you for everything. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Bless the Lord, O my soul, blessed art thou, Lord. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me, bless his soul.